What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Mega Dads Uncensored. Our founder, Adam, is taking a little bit of a break, so he is gone, and I have taken over. I'm Antonio, aka Hypecaster, and today we're talking about all the stuff that Adam won't let us talk about on our main Mega Dads live podcast. So Mega Dads Uncensored, Erik is with us. What's up, Erik? How you doing?
What's up, everybody? I'm so pumped to be here. I'm so pumped to
I
do the show. I watched the episode earlier with you and JB about Dragon Quest, and I have feelings.
yeah,
I just love that we're doing this. It's so
I love
fun
it.
to just like get outside the structure and just go.
It feels good to be free. Like I
It's
feel
like
like a
free balling.
bird. Yeah, free balling. I feel like I have no supportive garments on my genitalia. That's how I feel right now. Uh
Wow.
today today we're talking about gaming is too expensive and we quit. That's what we're
Ooh.
talking about today. It's gotten kind of ridiculous. The gaming atmosphere is on a downturn. I mean, this is undeniable when we talk about why. There's a lot of reasons like the AI bubble and price components being increased. Quality of games overall arguably could be going down. The player base is not growing. People are not coming into the fold and becoming new little gamers that will grow up to be big
Right.
gamers. It's too
Right.
hard. But the big problem, Eric, is the affordability crisis. Are you ready
Yes.
to talk about it? Can we talk about it? 'Cause
Oh, I am.
Adam won't let us talk about the PlayStation price
Why?
increase. I don't know. He's a PlayStation fan. He's
He
like,
is
"Don't
a
talk about
fan.
it."
He is a fanboy.
Uh,
Did he actually
uh,
verbally or
he
type
told
that to you?
me, "If you talk about PlayStation's price increase, you're
Oh,
gone. You're
no.
out of
Well,
here.
let's
You're
be
off
gone
the
then, I
platform."
guess, because
So
I was actually, I'm in the shadows kind of building like a little news, like a weekly news game show or not game show, podcast show for Mega
nice,
Dads. And
nice.
my first episode that I wanted to record this week that I clearly didn't was about this very topic, was
Yes.
the large bolus of it. So yeah, let's dive right into it.
Uh,
You had a question for me, it sounded
Well,
like,
let me
or
give you
was
the data, then you'll get the question.
all
So
right.
PlayStation price increased uh with their consoles in August of 2025. So it was just
Yeah.
$50. It
Yeah.
amounted to like the PS5 with the disc version, it went up 10%. The PS5 digital went up 11%. The PS5 Pro went 7%. So this $50 price increase like in August 2025, people didn't like react. I think there was enough like leading up to it with the
Yeah.
economy and like, everything going on that
Tariffs and all that.
tariffs was the big one. They talked about it forever. We knew that, RAM was getting bad. All these things started to be talked about. And then the $50 increase came in August of 2025. And the world didn't end. Did the world end?
No, no,
Was
I
there
didn't
an
really have a
issue?
problem with it, to be
No.
honest, because Nintendo had done,
Yeah.
they had pushed the Switch 2 launch out, they had increased the prices of all the accessories and whatnot, so it was like, the writing was on the wall, and then Microsoft did their thing,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then we were all just bracing for another Sony price increase,
This is where
and
the
we
issue comes in for
got
me.
it.
April 2026, we see the major price hike. PS okay, so the PS5 disc version
Uh-huh.
increased $100 now. A double increase from the increase that already
It's
happened.
insane.
18.2% increase. 549 to 649. 18%.
Yeah, and we're 6 years into this, like
18%?
the digital went up 100 as
The
well.
digital went up 100 as well, which is a 20%. It goes up from 499 to 599. And the PS5 Pro, 749 to 899 USD, $150 increase over the $50 increase.
$900 consoles, bro.
20%. Talk to me,
Yeah.
Eric. I quit. I quit, Eric.
So on the coattails of that, the I will lead after I talk about PlayStation. Uh, it's such a gut punch, right? Like,
Agreed.
as the console lifespan goes on, typically prices go down. If
Yep.
you look at the entry price point, right in the midst of COVID, they were impossible to get for what, a year? So you could say that the PlayStation 5 really hasn't had a 6-year life cycle, but yeah, we're in the 6 years. Okay.
Mhm.
And I understand RAM and storage crisis due to AI is at an all-time high. I do think there will be some course correction with a lot of the stuff happening with OpenAI and different companies dumping out on these contracts. I mean, this isn't even real memory yet. Like, this stuff hasn't been created yet. This is like
Yep.
monopoly money buying
Speculation,
all the long-term contracts, and then you've
future
got these data
forecast.
centers that aren't built yet.
Yep.
It's like, come on. So they're screwing over the consumer. But Sony, I have a major problem with this. Okay.
Tell me. Adam won't let us say it. Say it now. You're free.
You done fucked up. You done fucked up. And I think I alluded to this in another Mega Dads episode. We already, with a PlayStation console, it's not just the hardware at $650 or $900 on the Pro. It's the fact that you have to, largely, if you want to get the most out of that ecosystem or console, you have to thus pay a subscription to play with your friends online. So your
Mhm.
minimum entry price is almost $1,000 with after tax. It's over $1,000 with PlayStation, online or whatever they call it, PSN, or more.
Yeah.
So you're putting people into beginner PC pricing.
Mhm.
Okay. And here's the biggest issue I have with it. Once you go here, what's your next console going to cost? If
Thank
you see people
exactly.
buying $900 PS5 Pros, if you go on the internet right now, they're all sold out. Likely scalpers, likely panic buying, but we don't know. So if Sony knows they can sell these things at their current MSRPs, okay, what's PS6 gonna cost out the gate?
Yep.
8?
Yep.
Microsoft's already sitting at 650 for a Series X. That's like effectively a dead in the water console. Like, we're in the age of $1,000 entry price. And I'm able to sometimes afford these things, but it comes at more of a cost than just the MSRP, just than more the watching $900 disappear from your these things haven't meaningfully gotten better either.
That is my point. That is my big point. For me,
Sorry, my
the
son is screaming.
no problem. The main issue, right, is the lack of growth is what they keep saying. Because
Yes.
if there were more people in the pool that were potential sales,
Right.
everything would be fine eventually. It would like even out. But it's going to be a huge barrier to entry to do the next console because the next console we know is going to be more expensive.
Right.
And what possible argument can you make to sell this device? There's no way to do it.
GTA 6?
It's not worth it because GTA
No.
6 can be played on the current console that people
Correct.
already have. If you're already in the fold, at this point, you had a console. It could have been an Xbox Series S, as small as that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
you could be one of these people playing on cloud, but what could they possibly do to sell you the next system? That's question 1. And question 2 is what is it gonna take for you to quit gaming?
Oof, good question.
Will
Um,
it ever get so expensive that you quit?
so because I dabble in
It's
that's a
hard.
loaded question.
Isn't
No,
it
so
hard?
so
That's
as
what
a
I wanted to do. I wanted to grill you. I
yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to put
yeah, I
you on the
appreciate it.
pan and turn up the heat. Put a
Yeah,
little
I
pepper, put a
appreciate
little
that. I wanna
salt. We're
grill
grilling
now,
you
but
up.
it's raining.
You're getting grilled.
Um, for me, so I've largely dabbled in all the ecosystems like you. Like, I had a Series X for a while, have a PS5, have a Switch 2, have a Switch, have a PC handheld, have a PC. I have no time to use all these things,
Yeah.
right? So they're already on the back burner. But if you're a PlayStation fanboy, or you've been, I've had every PlayStation console. PlayStation has priced me out. Okay. to get me to buy their next console, they've got to offer a handheld because I am a handheld gamer first now. I
Mhm.
play 90% of my games on a handheld, whether it's the Switch 2 or the ROG Ally or a little Miu Mini Plus. I have to have that. So if they, and I know they have the PS Portal or whatever, which also went up $50. Um,
That's a
but that's a
25% increase.
streamer, bro. That's a streamer. That's not a dedicated handheld. And
Yeah.
I understand it's gotten better over the years. That's one product that's gotten better for Sony. But yeah, I their next handheld's minimum $700
Mhm.
just to play PlayStation games? And
Absolutely.
then the subscription on top of it to need to take advantage of it? No, I'm out. I'm officially out on the
You're
next.
out.
I was teetering on panic buying a PS5 Pro and then offloading my Yote PS5 and, like, stomaching the difference. And I just thought to myself, I'm like, there's like they say it's got a 45% increase in raster performance on the PS5 Pro, and then you've got PSSR, which is upscaling technology and frame gen and all that shit. Dude, I fired up Yote yesterday just for giggles. And I was like, this game still looks incredible.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty much locked at 30, it feels like, but it's a narrative driven game. I don't care about frame
Mhm.
rate when it's narrative driven.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm out on PlayStation because they're and then they also, without directly saying it, without directly releasing a statement, have effectively pulled porting their games to PC.
Yeah.
So while they were doing that, it said they took 3 years to make 300 million on the PC ports. I'm sorry, I don't know what your development costs are for ports, but that seems like a good chunk of change still for just a
Mhm.
side project that isn't your thing. But they're pulling back the reins, they're raising the prices, they're creating this, trying to make PlayStation a lifestyle brand like Apple or, well, I'm trying to think of other things, like, think about sneakerheads and just, like, making you brand loyal, and I'm so done with it,
Mhm.
and I don't they don't release enough games that make me be like, "I need to own your hardware." I
Yeah.
just I'm just a different gamer now. Back then, I cared. I don't care anymore.
So the PS6 comes out. It's gonna be, let's see,
8
8.99. So let's say it's for the
it'll be
base.
800 for base, I bet,
All right, fine. 800 for base. Knowing that I don't usually go for the base
plus a
model,
handheld.
I
Yeah,
usually
same.
go for the best model. If I'm gonna spend the money, I usually, say, you know what, I'm gonna spend the extra like and get the premium product. Like I got the
Yeah.
Series X,
You're
that
easily
type of
in at
thing.
1,000
So
with tax.
what could they do? Is there, or is it there's nothing? Because okay, so the main drivers is FOMO, great exclusive games, some type of new technology. Is there anything they could do to sell you a PS6?
Yeah, maybe. So the handheld is one thing. It's gotta have
Okay.
OLED. It's gotta have an OLED display. I don't want some cheap LCD shit panel. Like, no
Mhm.
offense to Switch 2, that panel's garbage
Mhm.
after you play on an
Mhm.
OLED panel.
Yeah.
Um, Drop the requirement to play online
Okay.
for paying.
Mhm.
That's number 1 for me, and they never will. They already got
Mhm.
everyone by the balls with PSN.
Mhm.
Um, I I don't know, man. I don't think there's anything meaningful that they could do software wise or hardware wise to buy back my loyalty. I
Uh,
really don't. And Xbox is in the same boat. Like, we
yeah.
can't, Switch 2 arguably is like the platform right now.
Yeah.
They were
It
selling
has.
them for 399 on Woot yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, it is the most price accessible system right now. And
Yeah.
God, it's got everything. It's got docked 4K. It's got third party titles coming. It's got great indie support. Sitting on a couch for me and picking up a controller or streaming to a portal is just not it. I
Mhm.
just have zero interest.
Yeah.
Now, if the PS6 comes bundled with the handheld, like somehow they make the handheld dockable like the Switch 2, and that's the
Whoa.
PS6,
Whoa.
maybe.
Yeah. The
Maybe,
handheld's
but
really important for you. It's really
it
important for me.
is.
I do majority of my gaming handheld. If you think about, like, this awesome PC that I have here,
Yeah.
I play at it, but it's just too easy to turn on the
Well,
handheld.
you're at a desk for 8 hours a day, whether
Yeah,
you're at a standing desk or a sitting desk. My workstation's there, over there, around the corner
mhm,
at a desk, and my fun station's right here, and
yep,
I don't wanna sit here after the kids go to bed.
yep,
I just wanna be comfy and cozy, and so you could make that argument for couch gaming,
yeah,
but I don't know, man. I feel like I understand market conditions are truly volatile. I do.
mhm,
I understand that they probably ran out of their long-term contract for storage and RAM. I understand it's a highly competitive market with things like Apple and all the AI trying to gobble up other memory. So I do understand the price increase, but Sony's the king of subsidizing hardware. Like
mhm. They
they
could.
always, other than the PS3, they always release their hardware taking a loss because they know that people buy their games. And that's why I think they pulled the reins in. But unless you're an existing PlayStation gamer, I don't see the need for a new console either. I
Yeah.
will agree with Adam on that front. I mean, do we really need new hardware?
There's unless they do some type of crazy technical advancement, like really good, not ray tracing, because yeah, it looks
Fuck ray tracing.
it looks different. I don't know if it looks okay. It looks a little better, but it mainly looks different.
It
And
also
I
drags down your performance though, too.
exactly there's drawbacks for some of these things. The more that you're pushing it,
The other
Sit.
thing is too is PlayStation gamers, if you haven't owned a PC and played on high fidelity, high frames,
Mm-hmm.
you have no idea how good it feels to play after 100 frames a second at
Yeah.
4K.
Yeah.
But your barrier to price there is 2 grand, for a
Yeah.
PC that can do that. So, like, I think this whole thing just feels so doom and gloom.
Yeah.
And Xbox is probably looming for another $50 price increase.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the service prices have to come down for
Yeah.
me to consider the hardware because I understand 130 or 150 or whatever it is for the top tier doesn't equate to all that much over a month. But like, I don't want my hobby to be a subscription.
Yeah.
I'm already inundated with subscriptions.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's just really that part, and then God, man, I don't know. It's the last thing I
There's a
wanna do.
problem. You're a true gamer. I'm a true gamer. We have all these consoles. Like they just needed to give us. Just needed to sell it to us. They just needed to
Think
give
if
us
you're in
some
your
good reason.
20s.
I was
Think
gonna
if you're
do
in
it.
your 20s, dude.
I was gonna do it, and then
Yeah.
it's just they've created such a bad like such a bad sales pitch here so far. We don't know how it's actually gonna be, but it's not looking good. Can
No.
gaming become too expensive to you where you quit? Would you quit
Quit?
gaming? Is it possible?
I
Are
may
you
I
almost
may I
there,
may quit upgrading hardware.
but not quit gaming?
I'll never quit gaming.
Never.
A
I
friend
This
and
is
I talked
exactly what
about
I thought you
this.
would say.
A friend and I talked about this where he does quite well for himself financially. So, like, the cost of things is just not
Doesn't matter.
really it doesn't really matter, but mentally and for, like, the sake of your pride and, like, "I'm not gonna give these companies my money," he
Yeah.
said he would quit gaming.
Mm,
Like, maybe quit buying the new titles. Yeah, I guess I would probably be adverse to if if I get locked out of the current hardware that I couldn't play the exclusive without upgrading, yeah, I'm done 100% with console gaming. I'll just go to PC 100%.
mhm.
And that's the predicament we're in, is you almost have to pick a lane and stay in it.
Yeah.
I just I don't know, man. It feels so bleak as a gamer. It really does. And I think the other thing is you look at development life cycle. You look at these PlayStation 5 exclusives that are, the cream of the crop, the reason to own their hardware. When did Wolverine get announced?
At least a year ago.
No, like 6 years ago. They teased it.
You're kidding me.
Yeah,
Was
they
that
teased it.
why does it
Maybe it was
oh,
2020
so they gave us that
that
video
where he was
look where
sitting
they
at the
actually
bar.
showed the gameplay.
Well, that was a year
last
ago.
year. Yeah.
But the tease for Wolverine with Insomniac, I think, was like 5 or 6 years ago where Wolverine was sitting at the bar.
PlayStation teases their stuff so early. They promise the world and
Same with
then
Bethesda. I just when you look at the development cycle of these games, they take 6 to 15 years depending on the developer.
yeah,
Dude, I'm almost 40.
yeah,
How many more big triple A's do I have to experience?
yeah.
Like, think about it. Like, I will never stop. Like Skyrim grandma on YouTube, like she's in her 90s playing Skyrim. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I want to be that person. But the thought of spending my hard-earned dollars to keep up with the Joneses sounds terrible when you've got games like we talked about on the last episode of Mega Dads Live, where the barrier to entry is $19 and you've
Yeah.
got 60 hours of play.
It looks like the future might be value gaming because for me, I am in the same but I cannot imagine my life without gaming as a hobby, period.
Mm-mm.
I think it's just a matter of adapting to what it's gonna be. You know, like what can I afford? Because I'm gonna keep going, and someone's gonna step up. Someone's gonna have a Game Pass thing where the value is good enough. You know, you don't need the system; you could just stream it, and but it's gonna
I
be an
don't
even
wanna
better
do the
experience.
streaming though,
You
like,
gotta
I
embrace
think
it.
it
Don't
I
buy the
no,
console; just stream it.
no.
Don't buy the console; just stream it.
No, I
GeForce
won't do the
Now,
subscription. No, no,
GeForce
like,
Now.
ugh, that just gives me such a bad taste in my mouth to, like, rent a GPU, and, like, they've already like, it is GeForce Now, they've already, like, fucked up the pricing on that, so you only get $100 a month or
They're gonna
100
keep
hours a
squeezing
month,
it.
which
Yeah,
I can't play 100 hours a month of video
yeah,
games unless I take a week off of work or
yeah.
something. Um, but yeah, it's just I think that's where this finding this intrinsic motivation to embrace your hobby and embrace the things you own and not feel forced by the market or these big companies that are worth billions and billions of dollars to pay more for their products.
Mm.
Embrace what you have. You got to switch too, man. I think that system's going to have a lot of life. I think we've got at least another 5 years with the
It
Switch 2,
has
maybe
to.
7.
The everything is saying that the current stuff is the way to go. If they because of the insatiable need of the market, like driven, like public companies like needing to make infinite profits,
Mhm.
that's an issue. But if they were smart, they would just cancel this next gen right now and just can it.
I
Be
think
like,
canceling it
we're
is the
not even gonna
move.
start develop. It's not gonna sell. It's a train wreck. They have sunk cost fallacy right now, thinking that we have to do it. Everyone's expecting us to do it. The shareholders want us to do it.
I
Some of
think
the
people
gamers
will
want
buy
it.
it,
Like,
and here's
I don't
why.
know. I don't
Here's
know
why I think people will buy it.
who's gonna have the
They're
money.
targeting us. They're targeting the people who have been gaming since the 80s and 90s. They know we have adult jobs now. They know we, have, you know, enough money to buy their games at 70 bucks a crack and their consoles at 500 a crack. They've got you addicted. They've got you fearing of missing out. They've got you cornered. So it's up to
Damn.
you to vote with your wallet. And here's the kicker: 0% interest financing, Klarna Pay, Affirm, Best Buy,
Sell a
all these
kidney or
places
something.
open a new credit card and get 0 interest for 2 years on your big purchase and get cash back. People will find a way to get it, dude.
Whoa.
Maybe not as many people. I don't know if they should cancel it. I think they should just inevitably delay the hardware.
Mm.
There's no rush to put this out in 20 I think they're rumoring 2028 for a PS5 launch or PS6 launch rather. But Microsoft is slated to come out with their big thing. They're releasing dev kits in January of 27 for Project Helix or whatever it's called, with I would imagine a holiday release. I have zero interest in buying more hardware. Period. So
Crazy.
I don't know, quitting is for all those of you listening out there, what is I beg you, leave in the comment section like where do you stand on all these things? I imagine a lot of our community already has hardware,
Mhm.
but do you have any incentive to like what's gonna, the questions you've asked me, I put them on our listeners. Like what is going to get you to take a step back from your hobby?
Yeah,
I feel like they just want us all addicted to, like, smartphones and smartphone gaming and, like, TikTok and low effort dopamine.
yeah.
I don't know. It's bleak. It's been depressing this week.
It's so bleak.
It's
That's
been
what
really rough.
and Adam doesn't let us talk about it. He doesn't let us talk about our feelings. He's like, "Shove them down, just keep the smile on." And Adam, we talked about it, okay? Gaming's in
We
trouble.
got it off our chest.
We might quit. It's so expensive. No,
I'm
we'll never
curious
quit.
where, like, the younger generation sits, because they're
Oh,
the
I don't
ones
understand
who
the younger generation. I don't know what
I
they
don't
want.
either.
I don't know
Well,
what they
that's where
want.
and they're the next like you said it at the beginning of this episode, was gonna create a lifelong gamer. I have 2 littles upstairs, 2.5 and just turned 6. You know
Mhm.
what we bought our 6-year-old for his birthday? We bought him a Next playground. $250. It's basically a Connect.
Oh, the little box.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The
It's
little
great.
box, and
It's
it's
great. They love
movement-based
it. They
gaming.
love it. It
Yeah, I
tires
hear
them out.
great things about that
That got a
actually.
50% or $50 price increase last week.
Oh, why did you
So
say
that's
that?
$300.
Why did Are you serious?
Yes, and it's subscription model based.
Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah, we bought the bundle and it
Dang.
was like almost $400 for a year in the system. It was like, this wasn't a smart purchase, but you know what? The kids are embracing it and they're young. And it's like they love their Mario, they love their Sonic, loves Astrobot. Okay, here's the thing as a dad, what if they release Astrobot 3 with the PS6? That's gonna be tough to say
Bundled?
no to the
Are you
kid.
saying
Yeah,
bundled?
that's gonna be tough to say no to
You
the kid.
know, they would be smart to bundle because it's an easier sell on the console, isn't it? To
Yeah,
say, "Hey, you know, it's a big purchase, but it comes with a game, and it's a really good game," and
yeah.
everyone's gonna, like, tell you that. Like, you're gonna get all this value from this now you're changing the conversation. They used to give you a
I
lot
don't
of
know why that
fr
didn't pop into my
yeah,
mind.
they give
Remember
you a
the
lot
PlayStation
yeah,
catalog when you bought a PS5, you had, like, the greatest hits of PS4, like God of
yeah.
War and all those things, and you got access to them for a couple years. Now it's behind a paywall, but they had upscaled all those games for PS5. I mean, that was a nice selling point because you could walk in and play 20 titles upgraded or whatever it was. It might have been 10, I don't remember. That
You
they're gonna have to do that.
Xbox did the, like, free or next to nothing dirt cheap Game Pass for a long time, and
Yeah.
they're bundling they used to bundle, like,
It's like
"Here's 3"
$30 for 6 months or something. It was
if you
cheap.
if you bought a console, it was like, "Here's 3 months free," or, like
Mhm.
and then they started going away, then you couldn't get it, then it was, like, more expensive, then it was 1 month, and then they just stopped, and it's just
Mhm.
like, "Come on, you gotta go back to
Mhm.
giving a better value." The people want value.
Yeah, I don't know what we tell our listeners. I don't know. I guess enjoy the hardware you have. Don't panic buy. Don't buy out of FOMO.
Don't go chasing
Play
waterfalls.
what you have. Yeah,
Stick
there
to
it
the
is.
rivers and the lakes that you're used to. All
You
right,
nailed
everybody.
it.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Mega Dads Uncensored, where we are let off the leash to talk about whatever we want,
Fuck
the stuff that
AI.
Adam doesn't let us talk about. And we will see you next time. Thank you for joining me, Eric. Appreciate
Of
it.
course. Thank you. It's an honor.